Hello. You might notice I'm standing by these garbage cans. They're all nice looking garbage cans, aren't they? But they're different kinds. The first one here says biodegradable, and the next one's non-biodegradable, and the next one is recyclable. When I was younger, they just had one garbage can. Now they got three. And sometimes I have a hard time figuring out which one to put the garbage in. But I think it goes like this. The biodegradable is the smelliest one, like where you put the food and stuff that's rotting. And then this one is like less, and this one is probably the best one because it's, you can reuse the bottles and the cans and whatever, okay? So, what's the point? Why am I, okay? Well, these guys represent different kinds of sinners. Not everybody's the same, right? This guy over here, he's like maybe the bad guy in jail, the criminal guy, and he's like the dirtiest guy maybe. This guy's like the average guy, maybe maybe he doesn't believe the Bible or go to church, but he's a nice guy, or he just doesn't commit any crimes and stuff. This guy over here, he's probably a church guy, that he tries to do everything right and go to Mass every Sunday and take the Holy Communion and stuff like that, right? Okay, but the point is this. They're all garbage cans. And they all look kind of nice on the outside, but inside, what did Jesus say was inside of everybody? If you read Mark chapter 7, here's what he said. He says, from within, out of the heart of man comes evil thoughts, sexual immorality, greed, lying, pride, envy. All this stuff, he says, comes from inside of a man and makes him defiled or polluted. So in God's opinion, see, here's what it is. Compared to God, we're all polluted. Because God is so righteous, he's so perfect and so holy, that he looks at us and he goes, look at this church guy over here, he's polluted too. He looks good on the outside, but inside he's got the garbage, right? They all have the different kinds of garbage. But here's the point. The point is this. Everybody does this. They all make this mistake. We all make this mistake. Good guys go to heaven, bad guys go to hell, right? So if I do good enough, God will accept me. God, just try to do better, obey the commandments, and maybe God will let you into heaven. We all do that. We all think we can become righteous enough. But this is the gospel. The gospel's the good news. It starts off with this. No matter what you do, it can't fix the problem. According to God, the problem is so severe that it takes something much more powerful than you trying to fix it. It takes this. Jesus coming down from heaven and living a sinless life and going to the cross and taking your sins on him and paying the debt that you owe and suffering the punishment that you owe, and then God will declare you righteous based upon what Jesus did, not based upon what you do, because you can't clean the garbage out. The garbage can't be cleaned up by what you do. Because once you break God's law, you're guilty and you're out. The other way is through Christ. That's God's way. That's why Jesus said, I am the only way. No one comes to the Father except through me. Think of it. If there was another way, do you think God the Father would watch his Son die on the cross and suffer like that if there was another way, like you could be good enough? No. Him dying on the cross proves that every other way is not going to work. That's why Jesus didn't come down here and say, everybody reform yourselves, be sorry, do better, obey the commandments, and you'll get to heaven. He didn't do that. He came down here and said, I came to give my life as a ransom, as a payment, to purchase, to redeem souls. He bought my soul on the cross, and he suffered the punishment that I deserved so that I could be declared righteous by God, justified. God declares us righteous based upon what Jesus did. That's the good news of the gospel. So, see yourself for what you are. I've been all three of these guys. I've been bad enough to go to jail. I've been the guy who didn't care about the Bible, but I was living a decent life. And I've been the guy that went to, it doesn't matter which, we're all guilty. God says we're all polluted. It's all, look at what Jesus said about your heart. And then turn to the Lord and believe the gospel. Believe that he came for you, to die for you, so you could be declared righteous by God. God bless you today.